why you should fire your agency. Black Friday edition, volume number 1. Let's run a discount sale on our products. Let's get to the bottom of why this is actually a really bad idea, why this can be a fundamental liability to your success, and why, especially in Q4 of 2021, this could be a reason why you're not in business Q4 2022. I'm excited to dive into this. I'm super stoked. I hope you are too. Let's get into it. First thing, I just want to say thank you very much for paying attention to all this stuff. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube, it'd mean the world to me. If you have questions around this stuff, go ahead and comment below. And please share this with your friends. If you are struggling with these things, I can help. And if you want to legitimately fire your agency, or you are interested in potentially taking ownership and understanding who good agencies are to go with, or how to do this yourself, if you want to learn how to fish, go inside the description here. You can find an application of my Facebook Ads MBA program. It might be the right fit for you. If you are spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a day, there's a reason why maybe going to somebody that doesn't give a fuck about your future as a business might be a good idea. But let's get into it. So, running discounts is a bad idea if making money with a long-term positive relationship with your customer is something that you want to do, especially in the time of Q4 in 2021 when we have fulfillment issues and rising costs across the platform. So first, let's get into why discounts are an absolutely terrible idea. Number 1, value of your customer relationship. If you're constantly going in and saying, hey, look, we're going to charge $50, but you know what? We're not going to do that for you. We're going to sell it to you for $35. What you're doing is you're telling the client this product isn't actually worth what they're selling it for. Unless you are a reseller of very popular products. Like if I want to get, a new TV from Sony and you're offering it for $50 cheaper than the guy next door, I'll come and get it from you. But if it's your product and I'm trying to see who's got a good value product of high quality, I'm not going to look at the lowest price thing. I'm interested where I can get the highest quality thing for the lowest price. But as soon as you try to compete with your competitors by saying we're actually worth less and we think less of our product than other people do, what you've done is devalued your product in the mind of your consumer. Plus, second point, you've trained them to never respect you at a full price offer. Do you know how hard it is to get somebody that you've given a 20, 30, 50, 75% off price to pay you full price next time? If I were to say, hey, would you like this candy bar? Normally they're $1, but I'm gonna give it to you for $0.25. And you're like, this is great. And then next time they come back to you like, hey, you still got some of those quarter candy bars? Like, nope, sorry, it's $1 now. And they're like, well, the guy next to you selling the same damn thing for 75 cents. Thanks for letting me know. Fuck you. I'm going to go buy it from this guy. That is what you are doing at scale. You are devaluing your brand, which is going to hurt the LTV of your customer and ultimately impact your ability to truly leverage growth on that additional LTV and the growth of your customer relationship, which fundamentally inhibits your top line metrics across the board for years to come. This is the difference between making Facebook ads platform look good and with making your business look good. And if your ad agency doesn't give a fuck about your business growth, then you probably shouldn't give a fuck about working with them. Second point to this that is fundamental and so many people just don't appreciate until you walk them through it. Black Friday, holiday times, the advertising costs on Facebook go up. Right? CPMs start to rise. There's a lot of competition in the space. Why are you going to then discount your product? Let me walk you through a little thought exercise here. If we know that it's going to be more expensive to acquire a customer, why are we then saying we're going to pay more money to acquire somebody, but we're going to make sure that our profit margin on that person is lower? Also, we're doing that specifically to try to acquire a bunch of people who don't really care about us that we've trained to never pay full price again. Does that sound smart? Does that sound like something that you think you're really going to generate the next $1 million of your business with? Investing your time and energy to acquire a whole bunch of people at a lower profit margin, specifically to introduce a higher volume of higher volatility buyers who all behave differently than your core buyer, but none of them have been trained to actually respect you. To me, that sounds like really shit business. I can't tell you how many businesses I've worked with that are struggling, that rely on Black Friday to bring them into the black. That's why it's called Black Friday. And they make this mistake every single year because their ad agencies tell them, if you do this, your Facebook number is going to look great. And you know what? They will. They probably will look good. You're going to see more revenue than you've seen. Fantastic. What you did is you pulled your sales forward. You actually got the customer that would have paid full price in 2 weeks to pay you 20 cents on the dollar today. And you've trained them to devalue your brand and not come back to pay full price next time. Congratulations. You not only lost money today, but you lost the vibe and the relationship with that customer long-term, most likely. Yeah, you might get a great ROAS on Facebook. But as you know, Facebook ROAS is a bullshit metric because it completely rejects all business opportunity and cost. So let me ask you this. Knowing that you're going to have to pay more money right now to acquire the product, knowing that there's shipping issues, knowing that you are paying more money to acquire that customer, and knowing that your solution is to acquire as many people as possible to ramp up the magnitude of the problems we just talked about, but at a lower profit margin to each one of them, and reduce the LTV of your average customer at scale, why would you possibly ever want to do that? And if your ad agency, when you go and tell them, hey, look, this crazy person on the internet that may or may not have driven hundreds of millions of dollars for 7 and 8 and 9 figure businesses for nearly a fucking decade and is widely regarded as one of the top people in the world at what he does, when he says, hey, look, running a sale is a bad idea. If their response to you isn't, you know what, we actually respect your business and we would like for you to be in a good place next summer and next year, and the LTV of your customer is probably a good idea, and we're going to pivot to make sure that we start to deliver a better option, which, by the way, we will get to in volume 2, is, you know, if their response isn't that, if their response isn't, we care about your business, we are willing to make our metrics not look as pretty because it's going to help you be successful, because working with you 3 months from now, 3 years from now is our priority because we're going to grow together. If their response isn't something along those lines, the next move of that call should be to fucking fire them. Do not work with people that disrespect you as a business practice. And if they don't know better, fine, they might not be disrespecting you. They're just not good enough for you to trust your $1 million baby to in the first place. That's the cold, hard truth. If you like this, you might enjoy other things. Go ahead and subscribe. And, YouTube says you might like a couple of these. And, hey, look, I'll see you on volume 2.